welcome back to another edition of Rich T Racing. We're here with a relatively short video, but it's just a bit of breaking news that's happened in the world of Formula 1 today. The news is that as of 2021, so next season, Racing Point, or Sport Pays a Racing Point F1, or whatever the fuck they're called, they will now be rebranded as Aston Martin Racing. The Aston Martin name is properly coming back to the F1 grid. It's the first time we'll have the Aston Martin name as an actual team in Formula 1 since like 1960. So yeah, about 50 years, no, 60 years since we had the Aston Martin name as a team on the F1 grid. Now, why am I not saying that, oh no, it's 100% an Aston Martin team? Well, what I understand about everything I've read so far is that at the moment it is a brand name and work status, but the team itself is still more or less the same team that currently operates. It will still be Racing Point, just with a new name, and that ties into the history of this team. Some of you might be like, oh, what are you on about? They only formed in 2019. Well, okay, so next year they're going to be Aston Martin. This year and last year they were Racing Point. For, what was it, 10 years before that, they were Force India. For a season, they were Spiker. The season before, they were Midlands. And then from 2006, from 2005 even back until 1992, they were Jordan. So this particular team has been through a lot of transitions, and Aston Martin is the newest one. Obviously, it should be pointed out as well that as a result of this deal, at the end of this year, Red Bull will lose Aston Martin as a title sponsor, which is a shame for them. And, you know, at Red Bull are one of those teams that they're always sort of murmuring about, oh, we're not going to do Formula 1 anymore. That could actually be significant, but we will wait and see, because I think, like, I don't think that will happen, but it's something that is like, should keep an eye on that one. Now, obviously, I'm taking this as a positive. We will have another works team on the grid, but there's also a slight, negative side to it, and I use this term very lightly. It smacks a little bit of sports washing. Now, I know that I don't take that lightly. That's obviously in reference to Saudi Arabia's attempts at sport washing, to use sport as a cover for something. I'm using it as an analogy. Please don't kill me. But yeah, it's the fact that Lawrence Stroll he's paid £182 million out of £500 million that have effectively saved Aston Martin a little bit because they're not doing very well commercially. But yeah, it's almost as if it's like Lawrence Stroll, he's bought back Aston Martin. Isn't it fantastic? I know my son is going to be in Formula 1 for such a long time, but I bought Aston Martin back. You can't hate me. That was my impression of Lawrence Stroll, by the way. But yeah, that's sort of my take on it at the moment. I'm really happy we're going to have Aston Martin in Formula 1 because I love Aston Martin. I've always have. I love James Bond, all that good stuff. But I can't help but think it smacks a little bit of Lawrence Stroll just going, look, I bought Aston Martin back. I know I got Lawrence Stroll, but I bought Aston Martin back. That's how I view it. Anyway, that was a quick video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do be sure, please, to like, comment, subscribe. Do hit that bell for notifications as well, so you know when a new Rich T Racing video comes out. And all that I should say for now is ta-ta and farewell.